Hi Year 2, so we're on maths now, following on from yesterday's learning where we're counting twos. Today we're going to look at counting up in our fives. Okay, so important things to remember. Obviously the numbers increase by 5 each time. And we know that when we are counting up in fives, everybody, the numbers either end in a 5 or a 0. And if you look down this side here, all these are your multiples of 10. So all the multiples of 10 are included as you are counting up in your fives. Right, let's have a look at this together. So on this picture, we can see a little girl and she has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of 5 tennis balls. Okie doke. So if we look to, I'm just going to get my highlighter on for this one. Won't be a second. Actually, no, a pen instead. Yeah, try use my pen. So if we know that in each of these there are 5 in each, and there's 5 lots. So all you need to do there is count up 5 lots of 5. So let's write it out together. We're counting up first. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we can write them down here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So the total amount is 25 tennis balls. Okay. Then if we look at this one, so this is a different style. Here we have the Numicon, and we can see that each of these little blocks, there's 5 in each of those. And this one is asking you for the missing numbers. Okay, just make my writing a bit smaller for this. Try and fit it in there. So we've got missing numbers, similar to yesterday, when we were counting up in twos. So we've got 25, 30. And think about the rule, everybody. So each time you go up in your fives, it's either going to end in a 5 or a 0. So 25, 30. Next must be 35. And then it should end in a 0. So it's going to be 40, 45, and 50. So checking there that we're following the rule: 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. The one down here literally starts at 35. So you could start right at the bottom if you want from your fives, or you could pick it up from 35. You could do 35, 40, 45, 50. Thinking about the rules: 35, 40, 45, and 50. Then let's have a look at this one. Okay, so some more missing number sequences, and I've put on here you're counting in fives grid 2. So 5, what numbers are going to come next? Looking on here, so we've got 5, then we've got 10, then 15, 20, and obviously 5 more than 20 is going to be 25 because you're just adding 5 ones. Slightly bigger numbers here. We've got 45, following the rule: 50, 55, and 60. Okay, the numbers in this sequence, or these sequences, sorry, are decreasing, so they are going down. So we've got 15, 10, and then you've got to think, right, what is 5 less than 10? So if you want to have a little number grid like this, that's fine. So 15, 10, then 5 less is going to be the little number 5 on its own. and then slightly bigger numbers again on this, and we're going from the number 25 that I'm pointing to here. So 5 less than 25 is going to be 20, and then 5 less than 20 is going to be 15. Okay, so we've got a little bunch of grapes here, and we're going to think about some questions together. So if I have 7 lots of grapes, let's get them out here. 7 lots of grapes, how many will I have in total? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lots. So if the question was asking you what is the total amount of grapes if each bunch has 5 in each, what will the total be? You can count up 7 times in 5's. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So the total amount is 35 grapes. And if we're linking it to our times tables, if you do 7 times 5, that is going to be 35. So if you are super quick at your times tables, you can always do it that way. Next one, I think I've got some fish tanks. So on your fish tanks, we have 5 little fish. I'm going to do this time, I'm just going to do 3 on this one. So you've got one lot, 2, 3. So we know that we're going to have to count up in 5's 3 times. So the total amount of fish in the tank is going to be 5, 10, 15, because you there have counted up 3 times in 5's. So the total amount is 15 fish. And finally, a bit of problem solving. Which is the odd one out? Explain your answer. So remember, everybody, the rule when you are counting up in 5's, they either end in 2 numbers, they either end in a 5 or a 0. So looking at these numbers now, have a little think while you're listening to this video. What is the odd number out? Is it going to be 25? Is it going to be 27? Is it going to be 30? Or is it going to be 45? What do we think? The odd number out is going to be, well, that's a big circle, 27, because that number does not end, even without counting up and spending time doing that. You know it's the odd one out because it does not follow the rule. It does not end in a 0 or a 5. Okay, so as with yesterday, or not yesterday actually, sorry, because it will be Wednesday. As with your counting in 2's, I'm going to have a mix of questions. Try your best, everybody. If you are finding it tricky, please don't worry, just do the best you can. And when we get back in class, we're going to try and revisit this, and I'll support you as best I can. Okie doke, everybody. Thank you.